What is going on, clan? I am very happy to bring you guys Grand Theft Auto 3 full trophy and achievement guide. I figured we should check in on Claude and how, he's doing in Liberty City. And this guide has been designed to work for both the definitive and the OG versions of GTA 3. So even if you're playing the older one, you can still follow this guide. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time with the intro for you guys, but I hope you come along on this journey with me to clean up Liberty City and restore the city to what it once was in Grand Theft Auto 3. Alright guys, before we get started, I thought you might want to know how I traveled the massive streets of Liberty City so effortlessly. What was that? No. What do you mean I'm on the train? Guys, no. I'm able to travel around so easily because of ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows me to change my location all at the click of a button. And that's only one of the many perks it does, including data encryption, so no one knows what I'm doing. I could be making really shitty content and no one's gonna know. Okay, you guys might know. Look, if you guys still aren't interested, then I'm gonna hit you with the big one. I live in Australia, and let's say I want to watch Hunter x Hunter. It's not on the Australian Netflix, but what I can do is I can switch my server to the US, and then I can watch me some Hunter x Hunter. So if you're looking for a VPN and you want to help out and support the channel, then why don't you head over to expressvpn.com/BushidoCypher to learn more. Yes, guys, we can finally get into it. But first, if you're new around here. Alright guys, so once we start, we are going to load into the first mission, which is Give Me Liberty. And we are basically, runaways with 8-Ball here. And the threads we're wearing right now just aren't going to cut it. So we end up changing our clothes. So after you guys change your clothes and you head to Luigi's Club, you're going to end up being on the Luigi's Girls mission. So it just kind of connects all together. And in that mission, all we have to do is pick up Misty from the hospital. Now this is going to be our last story mission for quite some time, because we're going to upgrade our character. So again, you'll get your first trophy, and this will be our only story mission that we do, so you should have one story mission completed. And now, we're going to start getting some upgrades. So we're going to do all the vehicle missions, the ambulance, the fire truck, and the taxi. Now we're going to do the ambulance one first, because this will give us infinite stamina, and I'm a lazy fuck. So what we want to do is hop into an ambulance and press up on the D-pad, and we have to do all 12 missions of the paramedic missions. So as you can see, once you get to each mission, they slowly start ramping up the number of patients that you have to grab. So mission 1 would be 1, and then mission 2, there's 2, and you keep going until you have 12. Now a good strategy for the later levels, when you have to pick up so many different patients, is to pause the game and actually map out your route. So for example, just so I'm not rushing, I have 40 seconds and I come over to these ones first because they're super close. And whenever I pick one up, I'm going to get more time towards my time limit. Honestly, the time, you have a good amount of time. The main thing I find that people struggle with is that it's more of an endurance test. So the less damage that you take, the better. But you also want to make sure you don't ever get pulled out by a cop if you do accidentally get a cop on you, because if they bust you, you will start back over from level 1 and you will have to do all of this over. But just to add on to that, if your ambulance does ever catch fire from taking too much damage, then again you'll have to start all over. So there's 12 missions that you need to complete, and once you finish all 12, you will get the plain doctor trophy. And just a reminder as well, you can only carry 3 patients at any given time, so make sure you drop them off. After you unlock infinite stamina, the next thing we need to do is come over here on the map to the north, and we need to get a fire truck. The fire truck has very easy missions. There's one for getting 15 of these in a row for a trophy. And also for the 100% checklist, which we do need for the trophies, you do have to do 20 on each island. So the trophy for getting 15 fires in a row is for the definitive edition, and for 20 fires in a row, it's for the OG version. Now don't worry too much about this, you only have to do the first island first, because throughout the guide I will tell you when we will do the second island and then so forth. So as long as you follow the guide all the way through, I'm going to tell you when we'll be doing the other islands. So for now, just worry about the first island and do 15 in a row or 20 depending on the version that you're playing. Now a big shout out for Vigilante. You can definitely go to the ammunition here and buy an Uzi and do drive-bys and kill the criminals. and try to get 15 or 20 in a row, depending on if you're playing the OG version or the new version. However, I recommend saving this until later because we're going to use a tank to our advantage. One that you can do, however, is the taxi missions. The good thing about the taxi missions is you only have to do 100 of them, and you can do them all on the first island. You don't ever have to do them again after the first island if you do all 100. And the best part too is they don't have to be consecutive. So for example, you can do 20 now, then you could do something else in the guide, and then do, you know, another 20, and then maybe you want to go beat your meat, then another 20, and then you only got, what is that, like 40 left? Oh, I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. So basically the main takeaway here is that you don't have to do them all in a row. And if your taxi's ever fucked up, people will not get in your taxi. So you can use a pay and spray or just steal another taxi. So again, you only need to do 100 total. You can go through them kind of at whatever pace you'd like. And you can use the stats tab in the menu to also see how many passengers you dropped off. So you can see I've done 98 and we just need to do 100. Now, once you get 100, you do get a trophy, but also that will count towards our 100% completion. And we do need 100% in-game completion for the platinum. Now, once you do 100 of those, it should take 30 minutes to an hour, give or take. Then we can move on to the hidden packages, which is going to increase our armor, give us infinite ammo, and make the story mode much easier. I'm also going to show you how you can get all of them without even unlocking the other islands. So strap in and let's get this smashed out. So we've got the first package at the very north side of Portland on the wharf here. That'll be your first package. Now your second one, as you can see here, we're kind of in the center of Portland, still north side. And we're going to use the train station to come up this area here. And then we're going to go all the way down so we can jump onto this building when the train tracks curve. Is it a train if it's in the sky? It's a tram, isn't it? Train? And once you get close to the building, you can actually jump over here and then grab our second package. Now the third package isn't too far off. If you go more to the right, so we're sort of going northeast, you'll find this gas station here. And if you jump on the wall right here, you can do a little bit of careful hardcore parkour. Jump down to this platform, and then at the very last minute, press square and jump over to the building and grab our third package. All right, the next one is fairly close to that area. It's going to be in the auto shop, just over to the east of the gas station. And all you do is use a car to smash inside the auto shop, and then we can grab hidden package number 4. After hidden package 4, it's still sort of in that same area. You're going to see that that's the auto shop over there as a reference point. And if we make our way around the back here, we're going to find the 5th package just hidden in the back. Okay guys, so after that we can move on to the 6th. Now for this one, it's behind that building if we were going south. So go south, you'll find this building here that isn't quite built. And then up on top of the rubble here between these two beams is going to be our 6th package. Now after you collect that one, if we make our way east again and go up this round street, this is behind the auto shop and 8 Balls area, up the hill. And then if you jump down here, you will find it in this grassy area. Now for our next one, we're going to go down this dirt path that you can see. So there's this kind of spiral path. It's going to lead to Salvatore's mansion. And right behind his mansion is going to be our 8th package. And then immediately from the 8th package, if you just jump over the banister there, or the railing, and make your way down the mountain, the fall damage in this game is great because you can fall pretty high, and you only lose like 5 health. But keep slowly jumping down the mountain here. You'll see a lighthouse in the distance just as a reference point, and you can find the 9th package. After that, our 10th package is going to be sort of by this grassy area, by the train track and the apartment buildings. Now every 10 packages we're going to unlock something new for our hideout, which is going to be a nice upgrade for our character. So as you can see, we've got our 10th package, and that's unlocked a pistol to be permanently at our hideout. So now we have infinite ammo essentially for the pistol. And then just over the west of where we got that package you'll find this one in the planter in the center. After that, our 12th package, we're going to go around the outskirts to these 2 cross buildings, and you'll find a ramp. Go past the ramp, make your way around the building on the backside, and you're going to find our 12th package. And again, every 10 packages, we unlock a new gun, or at 50, for example, we'll unlock body armor, which will make the story a lot easier for us. After that, we're going to head sort of where Luigi's is, so you should still have the L on your map if you've been following my guide. You kind of want to just jump over the blue trigger so you don't activate the mission. If you activate it, it's fine. You can just leave the mission. But make your way up the stairs, and up here on the roof, you're going to find our 13th package. And we're also going to find another one that's just right from this area. So if you head back down over here, land on this part of the building by these water towers, you'll then find the 14th package on the corner of the building. Okay guys, after that, to the east of the L, we're going to find an adult video store. So after you go in there and get what you need, you can come up the stairs here. And then you can grab the package at the very, very top. After that, we're going to go towards the ammunition marker, which is the pistol on the map. Now, directly behind this building is a vacant building. And, oh god. Look, guys, I know it looks like I'm playing with my mouth, but I don't know what happened here. But smash the glass, and then you can go and grab the 16th package. Maybe I was playing with my mouth. Alright, guys, next up for number 17. If you make your way all the way east up this hill, you're going to see this road, kind of a skinny alleyway on the map. And we're going to go down 2 segments. And then you'll find not only an Uzi, but also a hidden package. After that, our next one is going to be underground. So if you make your way down the staircase here, you can see that big staircase. It's going to lead into an underground area here. Now you're going to find all like the mole people, you know, the ones who like are outcasts from society. You might even see my ass up in here. But they're just all surrounding a package. And they have Molotovs. Not sure why they do, but they do. Next up, you're going to find these buildings over here on the west side of the map. This is going to be Chinatown. And we're going to go inside this area into Chinatown. And you'll see that we're in like that white rectangle building on the map. And you'll find the hidden package. Now, sort of near Chinatown, but it's more into Asia Town. You're going to find a yellow van in an alleyway with a staircase. Go up the stairs. And then the building here is going to wrap all the way around. Make your way past the water tower here. And that is number 20, which is going to unlock the Uzi, which is a damn good thing to unlock. And then sort of still in the area, just south of Chinatown, you can jump over some boxes here on this long white strip on the map. And you can find package number 21. Next up, we are going to be going on the train tracks for these packages. So come back to where that staircase was before we went underground for the mole people. And then make your way up onto the train tracks. Find a good spot to jump down. And then you can just yeet yourself off onto the building. You're going to take like 6 damage for some reason, which is awesome. And then run over here to the corner and grab yourself another package. Perfect. After that, we're going to have to go further on the train track. So again, you'll have to go back to the staircase and then make your way on the train track until you get to this point that I showed on the map. So you're just moving further down the train track. Then you can walk off the beam and then jump over to this building. Now this building is connected to this other area over here. So then you can make your way to the opposite side. Now you're going to find a few things here. You're going to find health, armor, adrenaline, and a AK-47. And also our hidden package. Now the next hidden package isn't far off of this area. You'll look to your right and you can see the Bitchin' Dog Food Factory. That's where they make the Bitchin' Dog Food. And you obviously know it's good because it's not just good, it's bitchin'. Damn, there's 2 ads in this video, am I right? So now make your way into the warehouse area, and at the very back you're going to find another hidden package. Alright guys, so after you grab the 24th package, we're going to head to the southeast side of the map on the wharf, or the docks, to get our remaining packages. So down here at the very bottom of this dock, you're going to find a staircase. The staircase leads up to the actual warehouse building. And then at the last possible moment where you can jump, you just want to jump. And you should land onto the awning over here and then be able to grab our 25th package. After that, we're going to make our way back sort of into this city area, a little bit south of where the train tracks were. And if you have a car or if you go through the gate, you can find the package near Joey's auto painting. I recommend getting a car for this next part, because we can just kind of skip the area here by parking it right here, getting out, and then using it as a stool to jump over the gate or the brick wall here, and then we can grab number 27. Just makes it a little bit quicker. After that, head to this area on the map. It's to the east of the big bridge. And at the very start of the big bridge, if you jump facing this way, you should make it onto the bridge railing. And then you're going to find a package behind the brick wall. Alright guys, so the next one's going to kind of make us work for it. So if we go to this area here on the bottom right of the map in Portland, you can go on the bus depot wall here and then jump into this factory. And then you can go up this sand pile. Make your way up the roof here. And all of these are connected, so just keep moving your way forward. Keep going forward. There's also armor there and a Uzi if you need it. We don't say no to those around here. And then we're going to go up onto the roof here. And at the very back of this building is going to be the package. Now the next one's nice and easy, thankfully. We're going to go to the very, very bottom right on this dock, and is at the very end of the dock. There you go, number 30. That's also going to unlock another upgrade, which is the grenades. Next up, we've got number 31. This is going to be our last one that we can actually get on the island for now. And what you can do is you can set up a car to jump over into this building, or you can grab one of the triad trucks here, the ones with the fishes on it. But when you jump in here, make sure you don't get jumped because they will attack you. And again, you can use one of those trucks if you do have one to open the door instead, or you can use a car to jump over like I did. Now, after you grabbed all of these packages, I recommend saving the game. You can make multiple saves as well in case you ever mess up a save or anything like that. So head back to your hideout and make a save, because we're going to head to the next island, and we're going to do so by using a glitch. I'm going to show you 2 really easy glitches to get over there. That way they're easy to replicate. And this is going to allow us to get all the packages early in the game and have an advantage throughout the story mode. So if you come to the docks at the very north side of Portland, park a car against the water and then get out to where you fall. You'll actually fall in the water without dying. Then you can just run down the path. Keep running. You'll fall in at some point, and that's okay. And then you'll get to a point where you're stuck and you have to jump. So just keep jumping. Now, once you get up here, this is when you want to keep running towards the second island. And on the map there in the bottom left, you'll see the brown hill sort of spot, and you just want to run and jump right around there. So that way, when you fall off, you will spawn in on the second island. Now, once you're on the second island, I recommend going to the safe house and saving your game. And while we collect the packages, I recommend saving your game often. That way, if you ever die and get sent back to the first island, you can just reload your save and you don't have to mess around with the glitch again. But they're very easy glitches to pull off, so that's why I kept this in the guide, and I figured we could get all of the packages very easily. So then that way, we can go through the story nice and easy. Now, if you'd rather try the second method, you need a big car like the Kuruma, or a cop car will be fine as well. Something that's, a little bit thick. We need a thick car. And directly north of where the safe house is, you're going to find these two cross buildings. And this is where we're going to do the glitch. So there's going to be another one where we glitch through the map. Now you guys are probably wondering, how the fuck am I glitching through the map? And I'm doing that because I'm using ExpressVPN. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm not going to do that to you. But basically, while we have the car backing up into the building, you just want to move on the analog until the car starts pushing into the brick wall. And I'll zoom in here just to kind of show you what I mean. As you can see, the car is slowly going into the brick wall and it's kind of clipping in there. And you can see it's just clipping in there, and eventually it's going to pop you down through the map. You can see it's trying to pull me down under like that. And as you keep pushing against that building and forcing your way in, it's eventually just going to pop you right under the map. There you go, guys. I find this one to be fairly easy as well, so try whichever one you like. But once you kind of pop through the map, you're going to land on the tunnels, like the underground tunnels that they use to go between islands. And if you keep going here, so we're on the actual train tunnel, and if you just roll yourself off on the side here, you're going to spawn inside the actual tunnel for cars. And the way this one works is if we keep going forward, so I'm going to just show you which way you kind of want to go first. If we keep going this way, we're eventually going to come to an end, and it's going to take us either back to the first island or the third island. You can see Shoreside Vale, that's the third island. But if we turn around and go the other way, we're going to be on the second island, which is Staunton Island. This is where we want to go. And as I said before, you want to go to the safe house and save your game, because if you do ever die when you're on the other islands, it's going to take you back to the first island, and then you have to do the glitch over. So if you save frequently, you can avoid having to recollect packages and stuff like that. I didn't actually die at all, so you shouldn't really die as long as you don't mess up. But our first package is here on the dock. Well, our 30-second package. And you can see it's off there to the right. So I kind of made these pretty easy to follow, so that way we weren't backtracking as much. So we're going to grab the 30-second package. And then for the 33rd package, we're going to come over here and press triangle. If you press triangle while you're on a dock or near a boat, you should just teleport into the boat, so that way you don't accidentally fall into the water. We're going to then drive our way over the south side of Portland. We're going to get a package that is actually considered part of Portland, but we obviously couldn't get it because we didn't have a boat. And if you come over to these rocks that are kind of southwest of Portland, you're going to see a hidden package. Now you want to try and just park yourself to where you can get up on the rocks. Again, you don't want to fall in the water, because if you die, well, you could reload your save and then just come back. So that's, kind of the plus side. But you'll grab the package, and then again, all you have to do is press triangle to get back in. So don't sit there and try and jump in there. Just press triangle. You're going to teleport inside. Now, after that, you can make your way back over to the dock. So just make your way over to this one. You can just go to the one up here, because we're going to go to the south side of the island, of the second island. And we're actually going to get another package that's considered Portland Island, but you can't get it until you beat mission 16. But instead of having to beat the mission, I'm going to show you a different way that we can get the package, so that way we can get all of them. So for this one, we're going to head all the way to the south side of the second island. You're going to see this area here. Now you can grab whatever car you want. I just went with a fast one, so that way I could drive there fairly quick. Make your way down into the substation and then go down the stairs. You want to avoid flipping the car as well. I mean, I've done this a few times and I never flipped, so you should be fine. And when you get up here, you want to go left. So just to make this as simple as possible so you're not going the wrong way, you're going to go left from when you're facing the tracks. You obviously want to avoid the trains, otherwise they will absolutely ram your ass. It sounds fun, but it's not. And we're going to keep driving, and you're going to see L on the map. So you can see we're almost at the Luigi marker for map. And then that means we can come to the right side here. So you can kind of use that as a reference point. I'm going to park the car there so I can show you obviously which way we're going back. Make your way up the stairs and then to the right, and next to the bathrooms is our last Portland Island package. So with that one grabbed, that's all of the Portland Island packages grabbed. And then you can jump down and then go into the car. And then again, once you're facing the train tracks, you're just going to go left and then make your way all the way back until you're at that south part of the second island. On the map, you'll see it there. You can see it there in that frame. And then you can head back to the hideout. And I recommend saving it because you grabbed all the annoying packages. And that way, if you were to die, at least you can just reload your save. Now let's start clearing the second island. So if we go all the way north, we're going to find this sort of army base up here. And at the very, very back, behind the building, is going to be another package. And again, you can save every 10 packages if you want, if you feel like you might accidentally die or anything like that. I didn't really run into any issues, but you can always do that to avoid having to recollect anything. Next up, we're going to go to the stadium, which is just southwest of where that army base was. And behind the Rockstar sign is going to be our 36th package. Next up, our package is going to be at the hospital. So the Staunton Island Hospital is just up here on the north side. You're going to use an ambulance to park it against this building inside the parking lot. You should see 2 ambulances there. So just grab one of them, use them to get on the building. And then for the next couple, go ahead and keep the ambulance because we're going to use it for package number 40. So drive the ambulance over here to the front of the stadium. And at the very front, up the stairs, after you Rocky Balboa your way to the top, you're going to find 38. After that, you're going to see the construction site on the right side of us, but we're here on the left. And you'll find this university building. And you can grab the package right here. Again, you want to have the ambulance because for this next part, we have to get through a gate. And you see those trucks there? You can kind of see I had my camera view on them. You can open the gate with those cartel trucks is what they're called. Or if you don't have one, you can kind of, pro gamer move it and use the ambulance. So we can use the ambulance to jump up and then jump over the wall. And once we're on the inside, the gate will open anyways. So again, if you have a cartel truck, perfect. But if you have an ambulance, use it to your advantage. Then inside this garage is going to be number 40, and that's going to unlock another upgrade for us. So that's going to bring the shotgun to our hideout. Next up, we're going to head over to the construction site. So this is towards the top of the Staunton Island. And on the construction site, if we go around here, and around the side by these concrete pillars is going to be the package. But thankfully, there's another package in the same area. So from that spot, if we make our way over to this next building, go around the right side and up the stairs. And then once you're inside here, keep going all the way straight until you see a staircase at the end. Make your way up that staircase and then hug around the right side. You can find a health and armor equip right here. And also the package is just inside these walls. Alright guys, so now for 43, I just want to warn you guys, there are gang members at this spot here. I didn't end up dying, but you can, so just be very careful. Have a gun ready, unlike me. As you can see, this motherfucker just rolled up on me, man. I was not having it. But you want to carefully make your way up the bridge, avoid falling in the water, and then grab the package. And as you can see, they're still shooting at me, so just be quick about it. Alright, so the next spot here is just south of the construction site. You're going to find a pay and spray. And in a garage here is going to be a package. Now directly from this spot is going to be our next package. You're going to see a parking garage in front here. Make your way to the street. Then go around the left side and then head inside the parking garage. And up the ramp to the left. And then past this ramp at the back is going to be another package. Okay, and after this one, we're going to head to the west side of our safe house. So we're on the west side of the island, really, because we're almost by the water. And you'll see the fire station with the fire truck. And we're going to go and grab another hidden package. So it's just to the right of that fire station, just kind of in the alleyway. Alright guys, and then next up from there, you want to go on the spiral bridge here. So it kind of wraps in a spiral. And we're going to use it to drop down onto a building. So come down the spiral and then drop down over here. If you flip your car, or if you're driving anything and it flips, just get out really quick and grab the package. And then now we're going to get some that's under the bridge. So you can jump down, make your way past the bridge area here. And then we're going to drive down through the grass onto the street towards the water. And then under this bridge is going to be our next package. Okay, after that, it's sort of in the same area, but it's in this grassy part. So it's next to a park with a pond. And inside the basketball court is going to be our 49th package. And in the same area, we can grab the 50th. So it's at the other end of the park. So you can hop in a car and then make your way all the way down. Yeah, I didn't realize the water was like weighing my car down and making me slide, but there you go. And then head over to this park bridge, and under the bridge is going to be our 50th. And this actually unlocks body armor. So now we have a little bit more durability when we go through the story mode. Alright guys, so after that, make your way to the center part of the Staunton Island. You're going to find this square building here with kind of like a gray highlighted L. And this is the part you can actually walk on. So we're going to make our way through here. And then at the very end of the area here is going to be another package. Alright, after you grab that one, it's going to be to the right of that area. There's going to be a highway. And we're going to be off the highway here up to this sort of museum-like building. And you're going to find the 52nd package. And then next up, we're going to go to the police station. So the police station is just to the right of the highway. And you need a police car to get in. Thankfully, there is one outside. Sometimes it is locked, but just keep, an eye out for one and you can make your way through the gate. And at the back of the police station is going to be another package. So you'll find a police enforcer and a package. And then make your way back into the car because we're going to go to the other level of the police station. So you'll find another gate when you wrap around the station. And then you're going to head out to the left. There's going to be a police bribe there as well if you ever have a wanted level. And then you're going to find a package. Alright guys, so after this one, if you didn't grab the package that was on the dock when we came back to Staunton Island from the boat, then you just want to make sure you go back to this dock and grab it. I did leave a little note on the clip before, but I figured I'd just remind you in case you do miss this one. And then after that, we can make our way to the bottom left side of Staunton Island. And once you come to this church-like building, if you go around the right side, in between the buildings, you're going to find the package. And then after that, make your way towards the bottom center of the Staunton Island. And we're going to go down this alleyway that's indicated by a black strip on the minimap. And at the very end of the alleyway, you're going to find another package. Now for the next one, we're just going to keep going east. And we're going to go up just a little bit. And there's actually two packages in this area that we're going to grab. If you go down into this parking garage and then go left, you're going to find a lift, and it's just right out front of the lift. And then for the next one, if we head just right back out front, you can see this walkway here. We're going to make our way around the building on the walkway. And then you're going to find a staircase. Go up the first set of stairs, turn around, and then go up the second set of stairs. You can see a rampage, but we're going to do that later in the guide. And then just keep making your way to the very top until you find the package on top of the roof. Now next up, we're going to have our 60th package. It's sort of in the same area, just right here on the street. Now you're going to need a car so you can break through the window. So break the glass, head up the stairs, and then grab your 60th package. This is also another upgrade or an unlock, and this is for a Molotov. So those will now be at the hideout. And then we can go to the bottom right of the Staunton Island map. We're going towards Kenji's Casino. And we're going to make our way up to the top of the casino. go up the first set of stairs and then across to the second set of stairs. And then just keep going straight and it'll be the building with the helicopter on it. And then the package is just at the back of the building. After we grab the one on top of the casino, we're going to go southwest, staying at the bottom of the map. This is a nice easy one. It's just in the plaza of this center here. It's behind the sign. Now the next one is a nice easy one as well. We're just going to keep heading west. So we're basically at the center bottom of the map. And on this walkway that goes over the street is going to be another package. Now how about we get about 5 of them with minimal effort? So if we come over here to the bottom left side of the map, you're going to find a pathway that goes into a parking garage. And you're going to go at the very back of the parking garage to find a hidden package. So we're going to grab that. We're going to hop right back in our car. Now we're going to go for the 65th package, which is just outside. Make your way back outside the parking garage and go left. You're going to see a staircase. Just go up the stairs and get out of the car. Go up onto this ledge and then jump onto this ledge. That'll get you another package. And then if we get back in the car and we drive off into the parking lot here, we're going to find another one by the garbage bins here. Okay, and then we can also get one more. So if we go back into a car, make our way over to this exit out of the parking lot and then go left. Once we're on the street, you're going to find it in between these two buildings here in front of the doorway. So there's a nice chunk of hidden packages towards our total. After those 4, if you make your way towards the very left side, we're going to make our way down to that pier on the left. And I'm fucking lazy, so I'm just going to drop the car right off the ledge. Just make sure you don't fall in the water and die. If you do that, come out here, and behind the rocks is going to be our 68th package. Alright guys, so that actually finishes off Staunton Island. So we're going to head to the 3rd island. So if you make your way to the top of the map, you're going to find the underground passageways. And you can see this one here at the very north leads to the Shoreside Vale. And if you just keep going straight, you'll eventually come to the sign that says Portland or Shoreside. So we want to go left so we can go to Shoreside. We're going to go all the way through, and instead of going to the airport, we're going to actually keep going straight. And when we get outside to the other end of this tunnel, we're going to be in Shoreside. We're going to be right next to the safe house. So what I recommend as always is when you come out of the tunnel, head up here and then go into the safe house and save your game. You can always collect armor and more ammo. And of course you can do the infinite ammo where you go in, you save your game, come out, re-grab the weapons and keep doing that. Just in case you need to restock. And then after you've saved the game, make your way back into that same tunnel. So once you're going through this tunnel, you're going to eventually see the sign that leads you to the airport. So turn right and make your way all the way outside and you'll end up at the airport. Now here's the map for the airport side of things. So again, you can always use options and look at the map. And our first package is behind the signs here by the airport. Again, you should have saved the game so that way if you do die, you can just quickly reload and you'll be on the 3rd island. Okay, our next one is going to be sort of close to where we were just at. But you're going to go up here and then down into the subway station. Now I recommend just getting out of the car. And then we're going to run over to the other side. Make sure you look both ways before crossing, of course, as you should know by now. Otherwise, you're going to get hit by a train. Come over by these ATM machines and you're going to find our 70th package, and we've unlocked the AK-47. After that, head back up to the surface. We'll then make our way to the back of the airport. So this back path has a fire truck, and behind the fire truck is going to be another package. And there's actually another one sort of close by. So from the fire truck, as you can see there, if we make our way through the gate, you can drive there or walk, and then go to the right, and behind this building will be the other package. Alright, so next up, we're still in Shoreside, we're in the airport. If you make your way further down that path where the fire truck was, but if you keep going to the very back, you'll make it into the airport. And next to this plane over here in the corner is going to be another package. And there's quite a few here actually. So the next one is just going to be slightly south. So I'll just quickly show you that if we go down this way, you'll find another plane that's facing the opposite direction. And then we can grab another package near the end of the plane or the back of the plane. And then there's still some more on the airstrip. So we're going to go over to the helipad, which is just over here to the right. And next to the helipad as well is a Dodo plane. It's the hardest plane to fly in the GTA series by far because it doesn't work like most planes in the franchise. So that's how we get the last package early. It's the only way to get the last package early. And unfortunately, not everyone will be able to fly it because it is pretty challenging. But I'll kind of give you some tips for it. And then if you want to go for it, you can. Otherwise, we will just get it a bit later in the story. And I'll make sure that I remind you in the guide when to grab it as well. So for now, don't worry too much about it, but grab this hidden package by the helicopter, and then the next one is from the helipad. So as you can see, there's the helipad where we just grabbed one. And if you come over here, there's a platform just below. If you do have a car and you're just kind of dropping down to it, be really careful you don't drop into the water. If you feel like you're going to risk it, just jump off normally without the car. It's not worth dying and having to recollect everything. So just make sure you don't fall in the water at any point. And then make your way to the very end of the landing strip on the very east side. And if you go down this ramp and then down this ramp, just don't go too fast. Avoid the water and you'll get the 77th package. After that, our next one is going to be under a stunt jump, which we will get later in the guide. For now, we're just going to get the packages. Come over here and grab the hidden package that's under the jump. And then we can head into this little city here. So right at the start of the entrance here to this city, you'll find this warehouse that says Turtle Head. And in this warehouse, there's a staircase you can go up to get on top of the building. And we're going to jump over to actually grab another package. So just climb all the way up, get on top of this building. That's actually where another rampage location is. Again, don't worry about those. We're going to get them later in the guide to make it a lot easier. So I'll have a method for those as well because they can be a bit tricky. But grab this package here on the warehouse. And then from this warehouse, drop down. So this is just from the package we just grabbed. And behind the warehouse is another one. So two that are right next to each other and also another upgrade. So now we've got the sniper rifle unlocked, which means infinite ammo as well. Next, we're going to head to the left side of the city over here by this building. This is going to be a hospital. And there's a package at the back of the hospital. So make your way around the side, come by the rubbish bin, and then you'll get your 81st package. Hop right back into the car, go around the side here, make your way out onto the street to the right. And then up here you're going to see a part where you can jump down. And you just want to try and line yourself up to the shipping container so that way you can drop down onto it. And then that way you can grab the next package. Now for the next package, we're just going to go slightly up by the police station. So you can see the cop car out front. This is the police station here. Now this is a nice easy one. All we have to do is jump onto these storage units. And then we can find a hidden package at the end of them. And for our next jump, it's sort of in the center of town. You'll find another warehouse on the right side. If you're in the right area, you'll see that the sign says Liberty City Pharmaceuticals. And if you make your way to the very back over here, you'll find some construction that you can navigate through. And then the package is hidden at the back. Now the next hidden package is actually off of a unique stunt jump, which is required for a trophy as well. So if you get credit for this stunt jump, just make sure you make a note of it. Then that way you don't have to do it again later when we do it in the guide. But if you don't get credit for it, just also remember that you didn't get credit because you don't want to be missing something at the end for the 100% checklist. So as you can see, when I landed, it says unique stunt bonus. So if you ever want to check that the stunt jump actually counted for you, you can go into stats and you can see there it says unique jumps completed 1 out of 20. Just make sure if you do ever do a jump and it counts, then you just mark it down. So then you know that that's a jump you've already done. And then grab the hidden package here. So again, we'll have those later in the guide, so don't worry too much about them. That one is just required for a package. Now for the next one, we're going to head over to the dam at the very top left of the map. And at the back of the dam here is going to be a hidden package. And then for the next package, it's just right over to the other sort of dam building. I don't even know what you would call that, but they're at the back of those. So nice, 2 easy packages that you can grab. And then after you grab this one, we'll head to the lower part of the dam because there's some packages there for us to grab as well. So make sure you grab both of these. There's one after each building here. And then now you can see we're on the lower part of the dam. So you can make your way around the streets and then come through that road here. Now this package is actually just up the staircase to our right here, the very first one. So just go up the stairs and then in front of the doorway will be another package. After you grab this one, you can just go back down and grab your car. Okay, that fucking guy just blew up my car with a pistol. That's okay then. What we'll do next is we'll just walk. That's why we have infinite stamina. That's why we upgraded our character at the beginning. We're just so overpowered now. We'll go up the staircase over here to get up to this helipad or this roof. And there's going to be a package to our right between these 2 beams. So as you can see, we're up on the roof here. And we're going to get this package between the 2 beams. And then there's one more package that we can get, and it's just dropping down off the building here. Just make sure you have enough health. You only really need like 10. You don't really take a lot of fall damage in this game. And then you can grab our 90th package, and we get another unlock, which is the M16. Next up, we're going to go to these houses that are up here on the right side of the map. And for package number 91, if you go to the back of this house, go all the way around, and you'll just find it here on the sidewalk. And the next one is still in the housing area, but it's just over one house. And this one, if you go forward, you're going to see the pool. So this house is actually reversed, so we're actually in the backyard. And then this side is the front of the house. So this is where the package is going to be, and it's going to be on the porch here. So grab that and we'll make our way down the houses even more. So as you can see on the map, we've moved over just a bit to the right. And for this package, it's again just on the front porch. And this house is facing towards us as well, so the front will be there. Now next up, you want to grab this car that's in the driveway. This car is a fixed spawn, so it'll always be there. And we're going to use it to get into a cartel building. If you have a cartel truck, that works fine as well. I had an alarm on because I stole the car, so I did have the cops on me. But what you want to do, hopefully it's not as hectic for you, is park it up against the gate, get out of the car, and then just jump up there and then jump over the gate. Again, if you have a cartel truck, which is like this truck back here, so you can see this blue truck, see it right there? Yep, that's the one. If you have that, it's going to open the gate for you, but we don't have time for that. We're just going to parkour over the gate. And then we can grab another package. I like to give you a few alternatives just in case you find something a bit easier, or maybe you're not having luck finding a cartel truck. But after that, we'll keep heading to the right. Now we're going to be in this dirt parking lot, and you're going to find these picnic tables with a hidden package next to the tables. Alright guys, so after that one, we're going to head towards the safe house area here. You're going to see these buildings that are in the shape of crosses. And if we go to the bottom section here and make your way between them, you're going to find a hidden package. And then after that, we can head over to the other section of houses, the other cross houses or whatever you want to call them. We're going to go around the side to this one on the left. And at the entrance is going to be another package. Now our next one is going to be actually right next to the safe house. So if you open up the map and you see the safe house there, we'll go around the side. You'll see these bulletin boards that we can run past. And you'll know you're in the right area because you'll see an RC van here that has the package behind it. And we're going to use these RC vans later in the guide, but for now, don't worry about them. Alright, next up we are on the street here. to the left of our safe house. So this is the main street before you go into the tunnel. And on the right side of the tunnel is going to be package number 99. Now, as I said before, the 100th package is really hard to get because you have to use the dodo, or you have to get far enough in the story to where you don't have to use the dodo and you can just grab it normally. However, if you know how to fly the dodo, or maybe you do want to spend the time to learn, although I don't really recommend it because it does take a bit of time, I'll still link a video in the description below. Make sure you give that guy a follow. He helped me basically learn how to fly it. You can also drive it through the underground passage here to the second island, and you can store it in the garage there. And then you can use the bridge from Portland to Staunton Island as like a landing strip or a takeoff strip, and that helped as well to get this package. Again, I would not stress too hard over getting the package. I will show you again later in the guide how you can do it without the plane, but I figured I'd still include it in case you wanted to get it early. Now, you do get an RPG for unlocking all 100, which will make the story a lot easier, but my guide is revolved around you not even having the RPG, and I do show you easy methods to get through the story in the guide. So again, I wouldn't stress too much over this, but if you know how to fly the dodo, then you can. Again, you can park it in the storage on this second island, so you can use that bridge as a takeoff strip. And what I found helped as well was whenever I pushed down on the plane, I would do a little bit of a dive and it would cause me to get a little bit more altitude. And then I ended up landing on the bridge. So this bridge doesn't actually unlock until you are further in the story, and then it actually goes up and down. So it becomes operable basically. So you can get it in the story later by just using a car. And again, I will remind you in the guide if you didn't do this dodo plane. So if you do end up waiting to grab this last package for the rocket launcher, you'll at least have the rocket launcher for the last part of the story, which will still make it a lot easier. So again, you can check out the video on how to fly it if you do want to learn. I can do a quick rundown as well. So basically, I stored it in the garage on the second island. I took it over to the Callahan Bridge, which is from Portland to Staunton. And then what you do is you hit the accelerate until it's basically scraping against the ground, so you can see the sparks. Then you let it launch, and you need to balance the plane. So you can see I'm trying to level it out. And then what I do is I push forward. You never want to pull back on a dodo. If you pull back, you're going to fall down. But you can see I pushed forward, and that gave me enough altitude to go in here. But you want to keep the nose leveled, and that's essentially it. He goes into a lot more detail, and I think you definitely need it. So I'll link that below. Other than that, guys, I'm sorry to go on about the 100th package. I just want to make it very clear so that way the guide is still very easy to follow. The dodo is a very hard challenge, and it was fun trying to learn to fly it. I'm still dog shit at it, but we got the package. That's all that matters. And where we'll leave off is after you grab the 100th package, or if you're going to save it for later in the story, just go ahead and die so you can go back to Portland and we can continue in part 2. But we're going to leave it there for now, clan. If you guys are enjoying playing through GTA with me and you're having a good time and the video has been useful, please leave a like, as it does help the algorithm and it gets my content out there. Other than that, guys, as always, I absolutely appreciate your time. I hope you're having a blast. If you're one of my real ones, why don't you leave a comment below that says, "Bitchin' dog food." Now that that's out of the way, if you guys ever want to basically have a bit more updates or be active in our community that we have here, you can always consider joining the Discord. It's completely free. Okay, you kind of have to put up with me, but it's basically free. And then other than that, guys, if you want to be immortalized in the end of my videos, consider checking out the Patreon in the description. And other than that, I want to give a massive shout out to these legends for their support. Thank you guys so much, and I really, really do appreciate you guys. All the best, and I will see you in part 2.